That's exactly the problem today in the state of Israel, that all the assessments in Israel said that we have deterrence against Gaza. But they're not familiar with the theological philosophy that a Gazan who believes that we don't have a right to exist, to give them another 5 kilometers of fishing rights doesn't satisfy them. To give them Qatari money doesn't satisfy them. You can't satisfy them. You're making them a stronger enemy because their philosophy runs counter to your right to exist. It's an ideology. It's a problem of the schools in Israel that we need to teach the students what is the Hamas covenant, what is the Fatah covenant, what's the difference between these two covenants. They need to be analyzed. An 18-year-old soldier that starts the army has to know these things. They have to understand what the connection is to Iran. It's also ideology. The Israeli school system has to teach the students where the threads are connected. They have to learn this map of the Middle East, that everything is based on religion and nationality. And if they learn that, then the researcher and scholar won't reach the conclusion that there is deterrence, because they cannot be bought with fishing rights, and they cannot be bought with Qatari money. Just as you couldn't buy me, Eliyahu Yossian, who studied civil engineering for 3 years and then came here. A person whose life is based on theology can't be bought. I don't say us, I say you. Because here it's the Iranians. You are the Israelis. You're an Iranian here? Yes. You're an Iranian Shiite here? Yes. In my approach, in my philosophy, yes. I'm from Mapai. I'm from Etzel. In their approach, their philosophy, that they have a concept of victory, of what it means to defeat the enemy, what it means to turn an enemy into ashes. I'm from that camp. Ask Israeli youth, what is the meaning of to defeat the enemy? Do they have a definition? What does it mean to be victorious over an enemy? Do they have a definition? It's not part of their lexicon. Yesterday, I was on Channel 11 on Ayala Hasson's program, and there was a senior Shabak operative there, and he said he went into his son's class and all he saw there were signs about peace, 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 because you have entered the loop of sanctifying peace. I'm from there. I'm in the loop of sanctifying victory. We were victorious over Jordania and Egypt. That's why we have peace with them. If we weren't victorious over them, not only would we not have peace, they would have destroyed us. The Abraham Accords are agreements with people who perceive us as people who know how to be victorious. Against whom? The Iranian regime, which they are unable to defeat. They signed a peace agreement with us because they view us as people who know how to be victorious. And so victory brings peace. Without victory, not only will there not be peace, we will be destroyed. And this needs to be taught in schools. At the moment of pain, you agree, but the child who's grown up on the basis of values of morality and goodness cannot become cruel at the drop of a hat. You can't change overnight because Shabbat and Simchat Torah happened and something terrible happened. Eliyahu Yossian grew up in the Islamic public. That's how I was educated. It's in my head. A short answer to a question. Can you tell me, before we conclude, how we can contend with Iran when we have the Chinese threat hanging over us? In one sentence, I'll say, I think that Iran is a threat in the third geopolitical circle. First of all, we have to deal with Gaza, Hamas, and Hezbollah. Hezbollah and Iran are the same thing. I'm talking about the Chinese threat. Is there a Chinese threat posed to us? No. You said no? No? To the state of Israel? No. And if we attack Iran, they'll attack us. So we must not attack Iran, because Iran doesn't want to attack us, because Iran also thinks that if they attack us, the Americans will become involved. So I don't see a threat here. It's been very interesting talking to you. I have the impression that we'll have many more talks. I wish us all security and victory and better days. Amen. Eliyahu Yossian, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.